Well, good evening, YouTube. Welcome back to another edition of What the Hell Did I Just Smoke? Tonight, I'm smoking a My Father's Connecticut. This one here is a 6.5 inch by 54 ring gauge Toro. It has an Ecuadorian Connecticut wrapper. And what else? Flavors. Don't ask me, I'm reading them off my notes. My palate is extremely novice still at this point. I can taste like pepper, toast, like creamy, buttery type of consistencies, chocolate, and cedar. That's about all I got so far. But the notes that they have listed here for this is sweet tobacco, walnut, white pepper, green tea, and sweet creamy butter. We shall see. So I got this thing lit up. So far, it burns okay. You know, a couple different layers there, I guess. There you go. Starting to tunnel a little bit right there, or canoe, whatever you want to call it. So I may have to be touching that up later. Normally, those will have a chance to run its course and even up as you get past the first third into the second. I don't get a lot of smoke with each puff, which is kind of a bummer. I've noticed that with the round cigars, these tend to be, in my experience, and my experience is vast, right? Not vast, but vast. Little tiny experience. That the round ones, yeah, I have to poke them a little bit. Versus the square press or the box press, soft box press cigars, those are phenomenal. You get a good amount of smoke, easy draw. I don't know why, but I'm willing to speculate that when they do the box press cigars, they don't put as much tobacco inside as they do the round ones. They leave just a little bit less. So that way there's room when they flatten them out and they make them kind of rectangular, you know, box press. Maybe that's why those have a significantly more awesome draw than these round ones. That's not the case on all of them, but I've noticed a better draw with the box press cigars. So I have a feeling I'm going to be lighting this one again, maybe using a poke. But so far the taste is nice. It's very mild. It is, I got the buttery, creamy texture, consistency. I got a little bit of white pepper right out the gate. So we're going to see how this thing progresses on. Yeah, I'll be sharing my thoughts. Let me, share some other thoughts. Coffee. Gotta love coffee. Normally I have coffee with my new cigars that I'm trying. This is the first one I've had on this one. I think I have one more in the humidor, so in case this one blew up or something, like another one did, I'll have another one to do a review on. But tonight it's this one. So far so good, with the exception of the little yada yada. But see, it's starting to work its way out there, right? But it's still not an even burn. I mean, you can see that's how far that one side got up, a little bit there, and then that side's hardly anything, right? So the front of it, I mean, oh shit, sorry. So yeah, you should see that. That's pretty darn tight. So yeah, this is a pretty snug constructed cigar. So let me get further into this thing and I'll get back with you. I'm going to take a break and get further into this thing and I'll share some thoughts on that. So it's progressing nicely. I think the initial light was my error. There you go. It seemed to even out pretty well, the burn line. So I'm happy with it. with a tight ass roll like that, I'm wondering how long this ash is going to go on. So I'm not going to ash it. You know it's going to happen. It's going to end up in my lap or on my legs or something. But I'm going to keep this thing going and see how far I can keep it going. A little breezy, which is nice, but it may not fare well. We're trying to see how far I can get that ash. So what'd you all do this weekend? A lot of good football games. A lot of jacked up endings to some games. Like my team, the Packers, they choked. Love my Packers. Still flying the flag out front. Still have my tattoo. Still have the jerseys. Not going to give them up. I just hope they play better next week against the Cowboys, right? Cowboys. They got spanked by the Bears yesterday. Whoa. Good Lord. So we're going to be in there on Sunday night. Cowboys versus the Packers. Micah Parsons on the Packers versus Kenny Clark on the Cowboys. It's going to be an interesting game to see. But that's some other games. How about that Rams game? The end of that game, still going. End of that game ended with a game-winning field goal block. Scoop and run back by the Eagles for a touchdown to win the game. Good Lord. But that wasn't the only one. So the Packers got their field goal blocked. So they lost. The Rams, and I forget who the other team was. There was 3 yesterday that all ended with blocked field goals and the other team capitalizing. So, just a weird day for football yesterday. Yeah, the pepper seems to have faded out pretty well. I'm still getting the creaminess. I got some notes of sweet tobacco, but don't take that for gospel, because in my beard I have an oil that's has some sweet tobacco in it, plus the cologne I have has some sweet tobacco. So I don't know if that was a faux pas, but the smoke and the aroma, it's very mild. You can't really, like on your darker wrappers, you get a nice, it's a nice aroma, mild, right? But I'm starting to like the darker wrappers. Later on, I'm going to get into a mild-bodied Maduro by Ashton. It's the aged Maduro, and that's supposed to be very mild, milder than this. And I had to get some milds. I'm not a mild cigar type of guy, because they used to remind me of cigarettes. Totally difference between premium cigars and cigarettes. I get it. One of the first ones I smoked was a Partagas. Oh no, sorry, take it back. Macanudo. And that one, man, I couldn't. The draw on that was super loose, and it just reminded me of hitting a cigarette. Why do I say, yeah, I'm not judging you cigarette smokers. I used to be one for 20 years. Now I'm enjoying cigars, not because it's a habit, because I like taking time for myself, my own little me time, right? This one here is an after dinner cigar. This, you can really smoke this any time of day. Morning, noon, nighttime. But I would say, based on my very limited experience, this is more of a morning, early day cigar. You can have anything with it. Having an iced coffee tonight. With just a tad of Italian sweet cream. I don't do straight coffee. No. Hang tight. Well, I thought I was getting ready to drop the ash there for a second. Oy, oy, oy. But yeah, any time of day, stick. Again, I wouldn't personally recommend it for like an after dinner. Unless you had something really light, like soup or something, stew. But I'm not bad. Will I buy another one? I have one in my humidor, but will I buy them again? Probably. I could see enjoying this, chilling at the beach in the morning, just watching the waves, checking it out as the sun rises. That would be a bitchin' cigar for that. Heck yeah. Maybe I might have to try that. Can enjoy that. There's that sweet tobacco, just a glimpse of it. On that, just on the first part of the retrohale on that one. Why are you smoking it so weird? Why are you smoking it like that? Because I don't want the ash to drop, and I'm trying to keep it from dropping. Here we go again with the burn issue. I'm not hotboxing this thing. You go from there to there, but I'm not going to have to touch it up. I didn't touch it up last time. I'm going to let this thing balance out, even out. So it's just that one piece right there that goes around. Just a little bit. Not much. It's alright. So, what have you guys been smoking? I don't want to hear about no green stuff either. Cigar wise. And not Swisher Sweets. Starting to loosen up a little bit on the draw. It's good, right? I'm definitely picking up a little bit on the body, on the strength wise. Definitely got a mild plus at this point. And we're about a little over halfway through the first third. So this is probably going to take me at least an hour and a half or so to smoke. So yeah, let me get through this part, get into the second third, and I'll be right back with you, let you know how that's going. So here we go. I think I'm going to have to touch that up a little bit. It's not evening out, so I'm pretty much going to lose the ash at this point, probably. Let's see what we got here. See if I can do this without losing it. I think I'm going to lose that ash. But hey, kind of, well, we'll see, right? Here we go. So, on the palate, the tongue, definitely get a creamy, buttery, sweet taste on there. Not overly sweet. Not at all. And I lost it. Right on my foot. So anyway, there we go. We're into this second third. I'm not going to bore you with the rest of the cigar. I like it. Would I recommend it? Yeah. Again, it's a very mild to medium. Mild plus right now. Still a little bit of white pepper, not much, very little on the retro. But yeah, if you haven't tried My Father cigars, they are phenomenal. My favorite of these is the blue. That's a softbox press. I love that. It's got such a good flavor. I haven't had a bad stick from these guys. Yeah, the round one was a little bit tighter than I would care for, but man, if you haven't had a My Father cigar, go check them out. They got stuff for your whole taste profile, if you will. They got light stuff like this, all the way to mild plus plus, mild medium, medium plus, medium full, full, and then I'm sure they got to kick you in the butt full. So there you go. Go try one of these. Again, this is My Father, Connecticut. If you like a milder cigar, if you like something a little bit fuller body, definitely try the blue. I'm going to be trying several more of these. I'm going to go through their catalog. I've got a couple others of the Dom Pepin line, but they're all from My Father cigars. So go out and get you some. Try them. Get some Robustos, so that way you're not stuck with an hour and a half to 2 hour smoke. Unless you want to take that time out for yourself, rock and roll, do that. But yeah, go get you some. My Father cigars. Can't lose. No matter what you get, you're not going to get a bad stick. So that's all I got for now. Until the next one, peace. Love y'all. If you would, if you haven't subscribed, do so, please. And like the video. Please like the video. I guess it's stuff with the, the algorithms on YouTube. So like and subscribe. Oh, sorry. Got the hiccups. Like and subscribe. Love you guys. Until the next one, have a good evening. Peace.